5 of the biggest lies older women tell younger women that need to stop. And without further ado, we'll start off with the first 5, and I'm going to tell you exactly why each one is incorrect and a falsehood. Number 1, girl, body count doesn't matter. Number 2, date as many men as you want, girl. Get out there and date all the men you want in your 20s. Number 3, girl, you the prize. Make him work for you. You don't work for him. Number 4, girl, you can have it all. And number 5, if a man really loves you, he'll accept you as you are. Now, these 5 things are extremely detrimental to relationships between men and women. And it's not until women get to their 40s and 50s, like the older women telling them this, realize how false they are. So let's start with the first one. Body count doesn't matter. Now, I know we're living in a new age. Women are out here having hot girl summers, doing whatever they want, and it's your body. You have the right to do with it as you please. But the most precious things on earth, you usually got to dig deep for them. Like gold, like platinum, like diamonds. Not corn. You treat your body like corn and act like it's something that's readily available for anybody. A man can have you for a Pepsi and a slice of pizza. That ain't a real woman. That's not a good woman. That's not a valuable woman. So number 1, body count matters a lot to men. Okay? A man, first of all, if you're not a virgin, you already ain't got nothing really to give him. There's only 2 things you can truly offer a man. It's your virginity and the first dibs at a child. And most men ain't gonna get the virginity part. Not in this day and age. So that's the first one. Second one, date as many men as you like in your 20s. Ladies, the 20s is when you are at your highest sexual market value. You're able to have children easier. You're able to attract men because you're young, your body's tight if you've taken care of yourself. And that is the time when you are supposed to pick a candidate to marry, settle down with, and create a family with, if that's something you choose to do. So dating all kinds of men, having hot girl summers, going back to body count, running up body counts. A man gave a great analogy one time. He said, the man is like the race car driver and the woman is like the race car. With time, the man becomes a better driver by driving more race cars. But the race car loses value the more times it keeps going around the track, race after race after race. It does not gain value. So when you're a woman going out here, having hot girl summers, not to your benefit. All right. Number 3, girl, you the prize. He got to work for you. Okay. When there are men out here, it has been statistically proven that 80% of the women only want 20% of the men. So therefore, the man who has resources, that has his job, his life together, has some money, has something to offer you, there's usually more than one woman that wants him. So this whole, you're the prize, he's got to work for you, the kind of men most women want, you're going to have to compete for that man. And there's a lot more women out there than there are good dudes. We know there's a lot of irresponsible men. Ladies, you can definitely attest to that. So number 3, this whole you the prize, you ain't got to work for a man. You just got to sit back, have a nice booty and show up. It's not true. Number 4, you can have it all, girl. This one is a real problem. Because you know what? At the end of the day, either you're going to be a boss chick and be by yourself, or you're going to be a wife and have children and have a nuclear family. It's one or the other. Now, that doesn't mean you can't work. That doesn't mean you can't have a career. In many cases, it takes 2 to even raise a family, as far as both got to work. So nobody's telling you can't have your best life and have a career. But if you want children, if you want a family, there is a sacrifice you have to make to be a mother, to be there for your family, your legacy, your foundation, and your significant other. It can't just be, you got it all. You a boss chick. You taking girls trips. You on cruises. You going all over the world, leaving a baby with Big Mama. It don't work that way. That's not what a responsible woman is supposed to do. So you can't have it all. There has to be a sacrifice made. Last but not least, if the man really loves you, he will accept you as you are. Look, women out here, you got standards. I understand it. Men respect it. Men know, look, if you're not 6 foot and over, there's going to be a population. Like I said, there'll be a population of women that don't even want to deal with you. Women have the right to say, I want a man this height. I want a man to make this income. I want a man to be doing this, that, and the third. But the second a man says, I don't want a fat woman. I don't want a woman who's got a bunch of kids by other men. I don't want a woman who's loud and flamboyant and acts a fool and disrespectful to men. Then, oh, we're shaming women. We're slut shaming. We're fat shaming. That's got to stop. So just to run them all back. Number 1 is body count doesn't matter. Number 2, date as many men as possible when you're in your 20s. Number 3, girl, you're the prize. He's got to work for you. Number 4, girl, you can have it all. And number 5, if a man really loves you, he will accept you just as you are. Ladies, stop telling young women this and leading them down the road to loneliness and missed opportunities for good relationships with good men. The time is finite, women. When you're young, when you're popping, that's when you procure a relationship. That's where you set up a good mate to build a family with, if that's something you choose to do. You don't walk around thinking these 5 things are true, and older women who are past it, who messed up their opportunity and squandered their time sleeping with Pookie and Ray Ray and JoJo and everybody else, stop telling young women these lies. They deserve an opportunity at marriage, love, and positive relationships and children and intact nuclear families. Facts.